Alright, hey guys, hope everyone's day is going well. So, for starters, I'm going to show you what this trick looks like from my perspective. Okay, so first things first, since there is that slack element in this trick, let's get out all of our string tension. It'll just make our lives a whole lot easier when learning. And additionally, this is a little bit more of a complex trick, so I just want to preface with that. If you guys are having trouble with the trick, no problem. Most people will have trouble with it, so be sure to stick with it and watch my tutorial very, very carefully. Okay, but let's jump right into the learning process. We're going to start out with a basic keychain mount, so you're going to swing over your non-throw hand and over your throw hand into a 1.5 mount like that, and you'll let go of the string so it just wraps around like that. I also think it's wise to curl these 3 fingers right there over when you're doing this trick. It'll just make the spacing a whole lot easier. But you should be in a mount that looks like this, where the string's going over your finger and it's going over your wrist like that. Alright, so once we are in this mount right here, what you're actually going to do is take your pointer finger of your non-throw hand and use that to kind of mount the yo-yo onto these double strings right here. It looks like this. So once again, we're in our 1.5 keychain mount. We're gonna swing over and mount the yo-yo on those 2 strings right there. Once you're in this mount right here, what you can do is pinch with your thumb and pointer finger of your throw hand and let go with your entire non-throw hand to release a slack. Once again, we'll be in our mount right here. We're gonna swing on right here and then kind of pinch right here with your pointer finger and thumb of the throw hand and let go with everything else to reveal a slack right here. Once you're in this mount right here, what you can do is actually, you can swing the yo over in a counterclockwise rotation for my right-handed players, just like this. And make sure the slack also comes with. So you'll notice in that motion right here, when we're here and we have this kind of slack developed, I'm swinging both the yo-yo itself around like that, and the slack is also going to swing around kind of like that. You want to prepare by having your thumb ready and up for when the slack's going to come over on your non-throw hand. And that whole process looks a little something like this. So once again, I know that is a little bit confusing, so we're right here. We're gonna swing over, so the slack is over like that. Stick out our thumb of our non-throw hand, kind of push it into the string right there, and then I also want you to take out your pointer finger of your non-throw hand and mount the yo-yo under just like that. Altogether, it's gonna look a little something like this. So at this point, you should be in a mount that looks something like this, with it going around your thumb and your pointer finger and your throw hand pointer finger. Once you're here, you're actually going to mount the yo-yo over your pointer finger of your throw hand and land on the double strings right there. So you're not gonna land on just one single string. You wanna land on this string and the one that is connected to the yo-yo like that. So once we're here, once again, we're gonna swing just like that. And right when you hit this double string right there, you're gonna wanna pinch with your thumb of your throw hand right there and release the slack on your thumb of your non-throw hand, like that. It's also worth mentioning that this trick is practiced and I guess perfected a lot better when done slowly, so I wouldn't recommend trying to jump right into the sequence where you go like that. I would kind of break it into the steps like I'm doing right now before trying to attempt the trick all in one fell swoop. So once again, let go with your thumb and the slack is right there. You're gonna swing over the pointer finger of your throw hand in a clockwise rotation into that string, and you're gonna mount it into the back of the yo-yo. And it's just like that. So once again, the slack is actually going into the back half of the yo-yo like that. Okay, so I want to review this point just a little bit more because it's pretty difficult. Again, we release right there and kind of swing the yo off into that string. That process is pretty tough and it'll take some getting used to, but if any of you know the Takeshi Matsura slack like that, it's a very similar motion. And so once you kind of got this trick down step by step and you're able to do this step, and swing it right in there, you can try attempting this trick all in one fluid motion, which is how it looks best. The slack at the end is technically supposed to be a bounce slack, and so what I mean by that is when you're actually in the mount right here, it's supposed to be that right when you hit these strings right here, you immediately swing off and get into that slack like so. However, this motion is a lot easier said than done, and it takes some practice and getting used to. So I'd highly recommend, again, breaking this trick down into its components and only beginning to attempt this last part in one fluid motion once you really have it down, because it can be challenging. But again, once you're in this mount right here, you really want to build up some tension with your hands so it looks super flashy, and you can even practice YoYo just bouncing off that string as fast as possible. Build up that tension in your hands, hold that pinch really tight, and get the YoYo to just bounce off effortlessly just like that. Once you've kind of got that motion down, you can release with the thumb at the exact same time and then try to guide the YoYo best you can into the slack. So I'm going to include a slow-mo right here of what this actual sequence looks like. All right, I'm gonna run through each step of this trick just one more time, and then you guys will be on your merry way. As usual, if you're having trouble with the trick, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'll try to get to you and help you solve the problem with your trick. But once again, we're gonna start off in a basic keychain mount and let this go over your wrist. Curl these 3 fingers in like that. Mount the YoYo on the double strings, pinch with your pointer finger like that. Let that slack go. Turn your hand over like that, and make sure to land it on your thumb, and also undermount with the pointer finger of your non-throw hand. Pinch right here, mount the YoYo over onto the double strings and pinch right there. Release with your thumb of your non-throw hand, swing the YoYo over and guide it into there, and you can dismount in whatever way you want.